What is up, guys? It's your boy Torius, back again with another video. And today I'm gonna be talking about the types of dudes that be having sex, right? Like what kind of dude do you have to be having sex, right? So like the video, comment below what you think about the video, subscribe if you're new, and let's get the fuck into it. So the dudes that be having sex, right? Those are dudes that have money. I'm just kidding. No, wait. Am I kidding though? I'm not kidding, actually. Because look, think about it like this, right? Dudes that be having sex are having sex because they're trying to, because ladies want them to have babies, right? Ladies chose them, like, hey, I'm gonna have a baby with this dude, right? Because why is she's gonna have a baby with him? Because he has resources. Because it's not even that he has resources, it's that because I was reading this book called No More Mr. Nice Guy, right? By Robert Blythe. I'm just kidding. Not Robert Glover, right? And basically in the book, he was explaining how like nice guys, they never really achieve their goals, right? Like nice guys don't achieve the goals that they want to achieve, right? Because what happens with nice guys is nice guys always believe that they gotta be the one, right? They're like, oh, I gotta be number one. I gotta be the top dude, because they never really got that attention, right? So since they never really get that attention, they feel like the way to get the attention is to be the number one dude who's on the top of everything, right? Who everything is like, oh wow, look at this person, he's so great because of this, he's so great because of that. But then what happens is that he never, like, you can become successful like that, right? Like it's happened to me, and I say this because of experience, right? Like when I listened to that, I really resonated with it, because the thing is like I felt the same exact way, right? Like I always felt like even with 6 feet, I was just like, I can only trust myself. I can't trust anyone else, yada, woo, woo. And I was able to get moderately successful, right? I was able to become moderately successful with it. But at the same time, I could have gone a lot farther if I had a team, right? If I had a team of people and I was a manager, right? And I was a leader. And what happens is that what happened is that if I had that team, then I could have gone a lot farther, right? Bad boys understand leadership, right? That's why the people at the top, like the CEOs or like the founders and all that shit, of really successful companies, you can consider them just bad boys, right? Because they are like alpha males, like alpha men. You can consider them alpha men because they are basically just the ones that are, on the top. They're the ones leading all the people, right? They're the leader. They're literally the leader. They're the ones saying, okay, do this, do that. They're delegating, right? They're delegating all the responsibilities. And it's like to have that power to be able to control all these people to do what you need them to do. That's what the leader is. That's the alpha. That's the alpha male, right? Nice guys, I'll just do this by myself because I want all the recognition. And it's like what Kevin Leary, right, from Shark Tank, he said something very, very profound to me one time. He said, I'd rather have 70% of a cooked pie than 100%, or he said, I'd rather have 30% of a cooked pie than 100% of a non-cooked pie, right? And that's the difference between alpha men and beta men, right? The difference between the dude having sex and the dude not having sex is that the dude having sex says to himself, I'd rather have 30% of a cooked pie than 100% of an uncooked pie, right? Because nice guys, they want all the recognition, they want everything to be handed down to them because they want all the attention that they never receive. The alpha dude, he received attention, so he's good. So he's like, you know what? I have all this. Because the thing is, alpha men are basically just men who receive that love, right? They have the love, so they're like, you know what? I have this. So let me contribute, right? But what happens is, like, with beta dudes, they're looking for that love. So they want that love, right? So they're too busy trying to get that love to really contribute. You get me? Because the thing is, like, with 6 feet, like, yeah, I was able to help kids and people like who listen to my interviews. I was able to help them with whatever they were going through, right? But the thing is like, imagine if I could help people by putting money in their pockets, right? Like by paying employees, by having people, like increase their skills by working for me, and I tell them, oh, do this, do that, and I delegate all their responsibilities to them, right? Imagine how many people I could have helped doing that, So that's the whole point. Those are the types of men those are the types of men who have sex, right? Those are the types of dudes. Those are the types of dudes that be having sex. And yeah, so those are the types of dudes that be having sex. What else? Yeah, so don't think about like, oh, this is the game that I have, like, oh, I don't be spinning game like that. The reason why you can't spin game, because like, let me just think my drink. So the reason why dudes be I was watching this interview, right, with on No Jumper with this pickup artist, right? I think his name was like Kelvin something, and he was explaining how like the reason why dudes be not really, you know, able to like when you're young, right? Like when you're young, dudes aren't able to pick up that many girls. And the thing is, because I don't know, like the thing is like it's weird because for me, when I was living at my mom's crib, I mean it's only been like 2 months now, but I was smashing more girls at my mom's crib than I was like, you know, like doing my own thing, right? Because I'm more focused on like getting my bread up, right? I'm not as focused on girls as I am getting my bread up, right? But I did notice that I was smashing more girls at my mom's crib. So I mean, I have to give him more time, honestly, because I can't just expect it. But yeah, so basically what he was explaining is that, like, you know, the reason, like, it gets easier when you're older, right? Like the older you get, the more easier it is to get girls, because what happens is that you start becoming, like, when you're young, you haven't accomplished shit, right? So you don't have that confidence, and you don't have that, all right, bet I accomplished this, so, you know, like for me, my accomplishments came from RuneScape, right? Because I used to play RuneScape, and anytime I like leveled up or some shit, I gained my confidence from that. I'm like, yes, I got a new level, right? Like, I'm so glad I played RuneScape, and because the thing is it taught me so much about life, right? Because it's like that sense of accomplishment. So like I grew up in a household that wasn't good with like at least with me. Like my household didn't want me to have confidence, right? So the only way I could get confidence is by playing RuneScape and achieving in that game. And I realized that it like kind of balanced me out with the shitty life I was living or whatever, and the confidence, right? So basically, what happens is you get your confidence and you can talk to so many girls, right? You get to talk to like so many girls. And what I would do was I would talk to a lot of girls, but I wasn't smashing them, right? Like, because the thing is like my whole belief system was like kind of right on women, because I was like in that whole nice guy mode and shit. And I would have a lot of girlfriends, but I didn't have a lot of girlfriends. If that makes sense, right? So basically, in the interview, he was explaining how like a lot of dudes in high school feel that way because they haven't really accomplished anything, right? They haven't accomplished nothing, so they don't have that sense of like confidence, like, damn, you know, I'm not really worth anything because I have nothing to offer this girl. Because the thing is, a lot of times they I was watching Fresh and Fit, and they were saying how like good-looking dudes provide nothing to society, and I don't agree with that, right? Because the thing is, good-looking dudes, they have confidence, right? They're able to be confident, and confidence is attractive to girls, right? So the thing is, you can be broke, but as long as you're good looking, you're gonna be like, oh, you know what, girls have looked at, because girls do like good looking dudes, right? That, you know, as long as you're getting that that acknowledgement from girls. Like, I remember one time I was chilling with my homeboy, right? His name was Nick too, and I remember my sister had a crush on him, right? And all the girls had a crush on him. So I was thinking like, oh, you know, this guy knows a lot about women. This guy knows a lot about getting girls and all this stuff, right? And then I didn't see him again till college. And it's funny because during college, I remember him talking to me about how, like, he was like, oh, I have problems with girls, like, yeah, like I'm having these girl problems and shit. I'm just like, what the hell? You have girl problems, right? And I always wondered like why, because he was always like the fastest kid in class. He was always like the one that all the girls liked and shit. But he was always like a pretty boy, you feel me? So I would figure like, oh, all the girls liked him. But the thing is like he's asking me for advice on girls, and I'm just like, what the hell? Like, it's funny because I remember he even went up to my ex, right? he was like, oh, let's go talk to this girl, and that's so funny, right? Like now I think about it, but yeah. So he was, you know, like he was good. He, like, no homo, he was good looking, but he you know, so he had confidence, but then, you know, like the rest was lacking. I forgot why I was saying that. I guess it just reminded me of it. But good looking people with confidence do provide something to society, okay? Basically. And you know, when you have that confidence, it's a lot easier, because the thing is, if you look good, then a girl's just gonna make it easy for you, right? Because you look good, so she's like, oh, he's cute, I'm gonna talk to him. And the thing is, like, you could, like, I had some girl hit me up last night, right? On like Bumble, and she's like, oh, I don't, because on my Bumble, I just put that, because I'd be like trying to just like find tattoo clients, right? So I just put like, oh, I'm a tattoo artist, you want a tattoo, hit me up. And this girl, she hits me up, she's like, oh, I don't want a tattoo, I just want your face in between my thighs, like off rip, you feel me? And I'm just like, damn, that's pretty funny, right? But it's because I look good, tight, you feel me? Because it's like, she likes how I look, so she's just gonna be really easy. Like, girls are just easy when you look good, like that's just like when they like you, that's just how it is. So, you know, you gain that confidence. So but yeah, you just got to be a go-getter, right? Like, girls have a whole laundry list of like shit that they like, but as long as you're just like being yourself and you're just getting it, like when they say be yourself, that just basically means just focus on you feel me? Like, just focus on what you're doing, don't focus on the girl, and that's it. So with that being said, like the video, comment below what you think about it, subscribe if you're new, and if you have any questions, I'll answer in another video. Follow me at, just DM me on Instagram at Torius, ask us for interviews, give me a follow, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.